Hello everyone, how are you doing? Well, I hope you are all doing fine. What have you been doing? Well, before this, I had a chat with my kids. I like to ask questions to my kids, and I like to listen to their, yeah, talking about their experiences, talking about their friends. I like to listen to them. So, how about you? Do you like to talk to kids? Okay, speaking of that topic, I want to discuss with you here about generation gap. Okay, there will be questions, and I try to answer that questions. Here, I'm not an expert, so I'm just trying to practice my English. Okay, let's get started. To me, generation gap is like the difference in the point of view when we are talking about topic with our counterpart. Uh, it can happen because there is a difference in the age. Different age meanings also different experience. Someone who is older, of course, have more experience, and but it doesn't mean that it is better than the younger person. So it's just only different point of view, different opinion, different likes and dislike, preferences like that. So and usually it happens because of different age between the two people who is having a conversation like that. And it can be worse if both of them cannot find a solution, I mean find the similarities. So that is the, in my opinion, that's the generation gap is. Of course not, I cannot talk to my parents about everything. There are things that I cannot share with them because of different experience. For example, I cannot tell my parents about my experience in school with my friends, my classmates, like that. Yeah, we talk about our experience, and of course, if I ask my mother or father to talk about that, they will not understand what it is about. But once again, I think it depends on the parents themselves. I myself now have kids. They go to school, and I like to ask them about that. But the topic I never discussed with my parents when I was younger. So I realizing that it is fun, yeah. So I like to ask that questions, the question my parents never asked me when I was in school. So now I like to try to not to have generation gap between my kids and myself. I think it is relative, but maybe my let's say about 10 years, maybe, yeah, like that. Because in 10 years, what happened in this world is, I think, will be much different. So every 10 years, like that. Let's say 20 years ago, or or 10 years ago, the cell phone is different from what we have now. Or when I was in college, there was no cell phone. So it's about 20 years ago. Yeah, like that. So I think 10 years. Yeah, based on my experience, it is possible. But it is not between. Yeah, I'm quite close with my mom, so I like to share about my love life. I mean, yeah, I like to share about the girls I met, like that. So I think my mom can adapt to it. I mean, she tried to understand about that, but I cannot talk about it to my parents. So I think it is back to the person uh, himself or herself. Yeah. Some people are very what is it that we can share, who is very what is it, open-minded and can understand the difference. While the others are probably very difficult to accept the difference. So they don't like if their views are different from others, like that. Well, to me, speaking of Johnson Grab, it's back to the someone's personality. Yeah, to answer this question, it is back to the character of the people themselves. People are different. Some people are boring, some are not. So, because based on my experience, I used to have best friends, and he was much older than me. So we have about 50 years age difference. But then he could be my best friend because we like to talk about the same topic. He liked to share when he went to school, and I like to talk about school in the past. I was curious, how was it like? I mean, how was the school like in the past? So we always love talking about that. So I think to me, he was not really not a boring person, although he's much young, older than me. Well, I guess it's time for me now to really want to know your response. So I have some questions. Uh, my first question is it possible to overcome a generation gap? So please give your opinion about that. And second question is, how does a generation gap affect interaction between two people? And the last one, how can a generation gap cause problems in relationship? I mean, between man and woman. Okay, that will be all for this topic, everyone. So please give your comment on the comment section below here. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you again next meeting with a different topic. Have a nice day.